welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim, and in this episode, Nezumi from Stockholm is our topic. And they have released quite some new watches. One of them is the Terrain, which I have here in the studio, and this watch really has some qualities. I had quite some Nezumi watches here in the studio and I was never disappointed by them. And now they have really a nice lineup of, let's say, tougher watches for rougher purposes. This is the Aviera and the Baleine and the Terrain. Baleine is a vintage-inspired diver and the Terrain is sort of a field watch. They advertise it a bit as a travel watch for harder or rougher purposes, but it goes back to the classic field watch from World War II, and that's often a very, very pure piece. But Nezumi added a bit more, added a bit of their design DNA, and this, in my eyes, is the first quality of this brand. Because often with smaller brands, you see a design and you know, oops, this was made by a hobbyist. And sometimes you see the opposite. Then you see something very convincing and you see this is professional. This is professional designed and with a good hand for colors, because they added here a little bit. The classic field watch comes with a black dial and they offer also a black dial for that watch, but also that blue, which is just well chosen, just nice. And the second quality is certainly the actual build quality of the piece. The movements are basic stuff like this Miyota in this watch, but they have an assembly in Germany and I think they have a good quality control because you don't hear so many rumors about malfunctions and issues with these watches. And the third quality is certainly the price, because this is not so cheap that you can buy it on AliExpress. There is some room for proper development to pay the designer also. But it's not super expensive. We're talking here about, what is it, 530 euros in that segment. Depends a bit on your region, but absolutely affordable. And I think it reflects the build quality here. So good price region. Okay, and before we go into the lightbox, little announcement here. I sell my own straps at casebackwatches.com, the #1 and the #2, proven quality all over the globe now. People are extremely happy with these straps, which makes me extremely proud. Thanks a lot, guys, for all these reviews. They are real. Actually, I pay a bit for that app that checks the order list if there is really an order from that guy who gave the 5 stars. So it makes me extremely thankful and proud. And now I added black. Many people asked for a black strap in the same quality, same leather quality, same build. And now it is available at casebackwatches.com in 20 and 18 millimeters, the Caseback #3 strap in black. And that's enough introduction. Let's go into the light box. Let's do that review. Okay, and here we are with our watch specifications first. We have a case diameter here of 38 millimeters. The length lug to lug is 45. Lug width 20, the height is 11.5, including the crystal, which is a sapphire crystal. We have a screw down crown. Inside works the Miyota 9039 with a power reserve of 42 hours. And we have a water resistance, believe it or not, of 200 meters. 200 meters, so rock solid construction. More of that in a minute. There you go. And the price for this watch is 529 euros or 571 US dollars. So we're good under the 600 mark, but you have to keep in mind your VAT, which could bring you over the 600 mark, but that depends as always on your location. All right, let's begin here with the dial now. As said, there is a black dial available, but I opted here for the blue one because I find it interesting. And let's face it, we are in the next generation of field watches. We've seen the exact reissues of older watches. Now it's really time to invent something new. And so we have here a lovely chosen blue. Not tacky, not flat, not boring. It's just tastefully chosen. And it creates a nice contrast to the golden hands, to the indices, to the 4 numerals, very nice, and also to the Nezumi logo, which is well applied here. I really like that because of the size and the color. It's yeah, it's tastefully done. All right, then we have this, the minute track here and a 24-hour scale, so very handy, and it fits the purpose of the watch as a rough traveling watch or field watch or terrain watch. Very nice. The loom is pretty good, as you can see. Pretty good loom. And that's all we can say about the dial, because it's a fairly simple watch. 3-hand watch, 4 numerals, pure as it gets. Super, super legible, as you can see. So you can wear it during darker hours and you can still figure out the time with ease. So this is really, really nice. Now the crystal, domed crystal, slightly domed here. Then you have a brushed case, see that? Brushed case, brushed bezel. This typical Nezumi lug form. And the typical case back with that rockabilly font. There you go. Nezumi, Stockholm, creating bonds, established 2011, so not brand new anymore, that company, which is a good sign, I think. This is the standard strap for that watch, Nezumi Stockholm. And this is my only minus. I know you guys will say he wants to sell his own straps, which is true. But the problem with this strap, you can like this construction. All good. But the problem is that it smells. The entire softbox here smells a bit of a chemical product. And that's the strap or the box. I'm not sure, but it's not very convenient if you have the watch on your wrist and then the entire day you smell a bit of that glue. I think it will go away. But Nezumi, if you listen to that, I think there is a bit room for improvement. The smell is, it's not necessary, I think, to have such a strong smell. Other brands can do it a little bit better. But despite the strap, as said, the quality of the case and the watch is really there. You have here some rather sharp edges, but it's within the tolerance, I would say. And the polishing job here, the finishing is immaculate. Also, the dial is immaculate. The brushing on the hands is a bit rough, but I think this is completely in order for that price segment we're in, and it fits the style of the watch also. So this is all good. My only bit of criticism here is really the strap, and this really for a reason that you can smell. All right, let's operate the watch. Screw down crown. That doesn't feel super luxurious, but it works flawless. Absolutely flawless. And now you have your position 1. It's an hackable movement. Then you can set the time. Feels like a Miyota feels. So not super luxurious. Will do the job just fine. They're fairly accurate, at least in my experience. Although sometimes you find some information about huge tolerances. I've never experienced that, to be honest. And you can hand wind it, of course, and there you go. Let's close it again. Works just fine, just nice. And there you have it on my wrist, 17 centimeter wrist, 38 millimeter watch. Bit boxy because of the massive lugs, but overall still an organic looking combo. And just a lovely contrast, I must repeat myself, just a lovely contrast. Look at that. I mean, now we have good light here. But even outside with a very low light, you can just read the time, and it's handsome. It's beautiful to look at because of that nice contrast between this lovely blue and the gold here. Just nice. And now 1 minute for the caseback number 3 strap. Here it is. Same quality as always. And see this leather here. Just nice. Vegetable tanned leather from Italy, with an amazing shine. I mean, this strap here is brand new, and now imagine that thing a bit aged with your personal patina on it. Just nice. There you have the Cobra, and with that, of course, you can change every watch drastically. I mean, it's a bit too posh for such a watch, but you can imagine what it can do to blue. Just nice, just on another level. Or if you want something extremely different, then you can put it on here. I have my Tudor Prince two-tone, and I mean, this really is badass. Imagine if you're a bit tired of the two-tone bracelet and then you put it on that black leather strap. Just badass. Really, really nice. I'm really proud of it, and I'm really happy that it turned out so well, because every color, of course, works a bit differently, but this is just insane, this shine here. And so I really feel some relief, because it's always a financial risk to launch another line of straps, but this turned out so nice. Okay, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that review. I certainly enjoy this watch here, and I enjoyed another watch sent in by a long-time viewer, Fergal. Sometimes viewers send me wrist shots or images from their home country, which is always very interesting. So if you want to participate here, feel free to use caseback.watches@icloud.com for your wristy. And Fergal here writes, "Greetings, Tim and viewers. As I write, I'm just settling in to relax in my garden on a warm and sunny Sunday morning for some escapist reading. I'm wearing my Tudor Prince Date Submariner to accompany me on this escapist trip." Thank you very much. Great watch. I really like the brand Tudor. I have a Tudor myself, enjoy it immensely. And I enjoyed that read too. I wrote something about Ian Fleming and James Bond ages ago, and as a preparation I've read every novel, every Bond novel, and I was surprised how different they are from the movies, because there's really this 50s vibe in them, and people drink and eat all the time in these novels. It's very crazy. Because you don't expect this. You expect this athletic James Bond figure, but no. There he's a chain smoker. He drinks 1 bottle of liquor a day, something like that. But also you can see how the character evolves, and so fascinating read. And I think there are some new editions available, so great tip. I will not place an affiliate Amazon link in the description because I'm a bit tired of that, but you will find these books with ease. And with ease you also find the strap number 3 on casebackwatches.com, here link in the description. Alright, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a great summer, and until next time.